Hello, welcome back to Pillars of Eternity, where we've picked up some new quests, and since then I've received some information that the place that we were last time, trying to work out where the waterfall from the vision was for that quest, we were in the right place. So we were just going to the wrong path, slightly the wrong path. And so I actually want to go back and do that. This part here is going to be the last bit. Now, we do have some kind of side quests up in Northweald, and I do want to do that because I think it will be interesting. But before we go all the way, or until we go any further, I guess, into that part, I want to try to get it to Searing Falls, see if we can sort out what the vision was about that was had for Searing Falls. And I also want to go back into Defiance Bay, into First Fires, and I think we might be picking up something for Pelagina there, so we may possibly switch her in. But first things first, we're going to the Wooded Plains and we're going to try to work out which route to take down to Searing Falls. Oh look, Herobius is finished. Oh, the library is complete. We should also go and see that. Pelagina is actually still not there. I forgot I sent her to do something. I do feel like I've kind of neglected Pelagina. Let's see if we can start another upgrade while we're exploring down here. So we just did the library. We can still do the chapel, the forum, botanical garden, and the courtyard pool. Okay, what's my most beneficial one? Are all of these just for... Yeah, none of them have any defense anymore, do they? They're all just kind of prestige things. And they give me bonuses for sleeping. So we can do an intellect bonus if we do the forum. Bonus to resolve if we do the chapel. In the botanical garden, we can generate a random plant into the treasury. The courtyard pool seems to do nothing apart from give us a repaired pool, so I think we'll save that one until last. That's our least practical one. Let's go for the forum. Now, this here, I can't actually remember which route out we took. I think what we'll do is we'll go down here and kind of walk across the edge. And I'm immediately going to hit a wall. Okay, we won't walk that close to the edge. Why is there a cart up there? Have we been up there? I think I did actually, didn't I? I'm pretty sure I did. Oh. Hello. You're immune to hobbled, petrified, and stuck. I don't think you're actually going to be that difficult to defeat, though.
No help here.
Why are we in such a weird position? Where are you going, Ella? There we go. That's better. Maybe... Are we poisoned? Did she poison me? Okay, we seem to be fine now. Awakened wood.
Following your lead.
I wasn't expecting that. Maybe I didn't explore up here? I mean, I've unlocked it, so... I must have been over here. Did I check what was... Oh, I think I did actually. I kind of vaguely remember. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did actually come over here. Dregs in a clay jar. Okay.
Yes.
Right, anyway. Small distraction. So I can come out through this path. Oh, it's that one! Okay, it was right underneath the cart. Right, Searing Falls, 8 hours. Yes, please. This is one of the only places that we have not unlocked yet on the map, apart from that completely new area. In fact, it's the only place apart from the completely new area.
Your lead.
So I'm looking for a waterfall over here. Oh. Okay, it's only a young drake, but that looks quite big. There's the bigger one. Okay, so good start to Searing Falls. And we're not in the right position. Why does Adea... Why is he about to... What am I doing? Why is he about to use his ranged attack? Okay, I need to actually get them to move for a second. There we go. Okay, now we're back in the right order. But it's going around that way. Okay, Durance is going to need to move. What is it immune to? Dragon Breath, Frighting Ground, Stuck, Terrified. So if I were to use Wounding Shot, I mean, Hobbled doesn't sound right for a dragon, but can it give it some kind of slowing effect? It can. Okay, now we're on fire. Okay, that's not good. But the big drake is near death. What are these? Zaurips. Why are there Zaurips? Okay, move back. Okay, one drake down. We need the young one. Let's get rid of the young one. Durance, you are not in the right place. Where's Adea? Okay, so the young drake is currently not too much of a problem, but we have a small flame blight now. Why are we being attacked by so many things all of a sudden? I think we might need to get rid of the blight. What's happening with the Zaurips? Not a lot. Okay. And the drake is currently friendly, and I don't know why. Oh, there we go. Okay, it was an effect. Oh, okay, well done. And it is... was frozen in the sky. Okay, that was a bit of a stressful start to the new area. Did we at least get good loot? Not really. A tongue and a talon. And some really useless armor stuff. We've got a primal flame and an agate. I guess that would be good for crafting. Oh, we didn't pick up what was in the young drake. Oh, just a talon. Okay. Shall we go this way first? With another small flame blight.
Yes.
And of course, I was literally about to say, is there going to be more stuff over here? Maybe I should go in slowly. Why has my setup changed? I have Adea going too far to the back. Are these both young drakes?
That's not very good.
Okay. Right, I need to move people back a little bit. And let's see if we can get some extra hands from Kana and the skeletons. Okay, Adea understandably going for the bow with this one because it is in the air. Okay, and it exploded. So they're not too bad.
Following your lead.
Come on, pick up the loot. More talons. Another primal flame. And let's grab these mushrooms while we're over here. Settler's arrow. I don't think I've found that before. Add mess weird. And a Zarup, which almost definitely means there's going to be more Zarups, because when have we ever just had one Zarup? Yeah. Okay, that was effective. I think that was bounding missiles that did that. Okay, nothing particularly good for loot, but at least we can sell everything. Oh, we got a peridot.
Yes?
Okay, and there is the cave, so we are looking for a cave. What's happening over here? Okay, we'll come back to that, and there's another dragon. Why is this place infested with dragons? Okay, right, let's try to be sensible. And we've got a Zarup High Priest coming in as well. Okay. Let's try to quickly get rid of the Zarup High Priest. Okay, luckily they don't have a great deal of health. There's another one. Okay, maybe we will explore in this direction before we risk the cave.
Following your lead.
Because something's clearly going on out here. It's not normal to have this many Zarups and dragons. Oh, garnet.
Yes?
Should I be sneaky?
See nothing while I see much.
What is this? The tunnel burrows into the depths as far as the eye can see. The crystal waters are perfectly transparent. Are the Zarups worshipping this? I can kind of hear running water, but I don't know if that's just the pools. Okay, so we've got two Zarups with their backs turned. Let's have a look at what we actually need to do over here. I believe this one, travelling to the cave from Firga's vision. So she is an Ardent of Magran, and she's had her faith shaken by the Hollowborn crisis in Defiance Bay. She's been unable to keep the city's sacred fires lit. They're a symbol of triumph and protection, and they're more important now than ever. Now, actually, travel to the cliffs you saw in the vision. I think I was maybe slightly getting it mixed up with that. The cliffs you saw in the vision is Sigarni's quest. It's actually Cinders of Faith, the cave from Firga's vision, that we are going for.
Your lead.
So technically, our main goal here is to get into that cave. Let's come back out here to whatever this is. And first of all, we'll go and see what's happening with this cave. Okay, find the token of Magran. This is going to be infested by Zarups.
There ever was one. That's so for That's how you know she's excited. Yes?
Are you going to be especially weird while we're in here? Rippling waves of heat rise. Oh, this is where the flame blights are coming from. The cave, that makes sense. Okay, and yeah, there are the Zarups, so we should be okay with this, but we need people to not be directly in the way of the spears of the Zarups, and then it should be totally fine. I don't know, why is Hidea just letting... just letting the antelope go in and take all of the damage. It's not actually a problem. It kind of works, but let me just check. Yes, it's aggressive defend self. For auto attack. I don't know. Haven't changed anything. Let me know if you know why that suddenly started happening. I feel like he's acting differently. Okay, 2's Arabs, 1's a skirmisher. Let's try to go and get the... Oh, in fact, you know what? Let's try and stay in this formation. Well, not this formation, because actually that formation is wrong, but I mean stay in this kind of like tunnely thing. Oh, and of course Adea is getting stuck. It's not wide enough. Okay, we're going to have to come out, get Adea out. Completely out. And then move everybody else back.
I'm here. Hell's me.
This thing isn't doing the job.
Following your...
We're just so also stuck and bunched up.
Hi.
Can we actually not get past those tiny rocks?
Following...
Okay, run all the way in. If we are lucky that these aren't stronger. Oh, the little worms. Okay, not as badly injured. Kana is not doing well. Where are you, Kana? There, okay, right in the middle of everything, just getting absolutely destroyed. I don't even know what to do about this. Kana, can you... Can you get out this way? Can we use some kind of... You know what? It's probably actually easier to just kill the flame blight as fast as possible. Yeah, Kana took way too much damage from that. Ah, we can level up.
Following your lead.
Okay, let's take a moment to quickly do that. So we have 9 total points to use, and Kana is already pretty high in lore. On the other hand, I don't feel like Kana particularly needs anything else. We've got a little bit of stealth, not terrible athletics, and decent survival. So I am tempted to just go as high as possible in lore with Kana. Okay, and our possible new phrases. This one bestows a burning effect on all ally weapons. That's pretty good. 25% burn damage. 7 men onto the deck they went. Allies in the area of effect gain a bonus to freeze and shock damage reductions, and a bonus to defense against the prone affliction. Okay, definitely not bad. The dragon thrashed, the dragon wailed. Generates a hazard field causing burn and slash damage to enemies in the area of effect. That's also pretty good. The Silver Knight's shield broke both arrow and blade, increases the deflection of allies in the area of effect. I feel like I kind of either want the dragon thrashed or give a burning effect to all ally weapons. I think actually we're going to go for this one. Burning effect on all ally weapons. Because then every hit is essentially going to have a boost. Okay, perfect. That's Kana sorted. Grieving Mother. Okay, for the Grieving Mother we have a really pretty good stealth. Decent lore actually. No mechanics and 5 survival, which is not too bad. Might give her a little bit more athletics so that her endurance can be better. Okay, and we're going to carry the other points over. Now, for these ones, we have Ringleader, imprints an insidious and powerful compulsion to obey the cipher across all enemies in the area of effect, dominating the target and charming all others. Okay. Possible. Borrowed instinct ransacks an enemy's intellect and perception for energy, causing damage to those enemy attributes while boosting the cipher's defenses and accuracy. Sneaky. Detonate splinters the target's soul with sheer force, inflicting raw damage to them. Targets with low endurance explode, causing crush damage to all in the area of effect. That's a dramatic one. Or we could have Tactical Meld. Connects the mind of the Cypher with an ally to gain the ally's knowledge of his or her enemy, bestowing an attack bonus upon the Cypher towards the enemy the ally is attacking. Well, this is pretty horrific, but to be honest, I kind of want to go for that. Let's do it. Might actually do a few fewer points to carry over, but a little bit of lore for the grieving mother. Okay. Aloth, your turn. You are going to have higher lore. Are you actually? You're already on 10. I'll actually give you a little bit more survival so that you're on 5. Okay, now we can have a good selection. I like how many options you have for the magic, but it is a kind of a little bit overwhelming. So we can have Archimede's Wondrous Torment drains the target's resolve, intellect, and perception, creating 2 less powerful versions of the effect that jump to nearby enemies when the first effect ends. Blast of Frost creates a bitter surge of ice and freezing cold air, inflicting freeze damage. I don't think we actually have any freeze damage spells. And a Call to Slumber causes a group of enemies to momentarily fall asleep, being unconscious for a short duration. That's an interesting tactical one. Okay, Sitzel's Spirit Lance creates a pike of pure magical force that deals pierce damage and causes a foe-only blast explosion like wands do. Oh, that's pretty cool. Lengrath Safeguard, an insidious magical contingency activates when the caster hits 50% endurance. He or she immediately knocks all immediately close enemies prone, while gaining a damage reduction and a defense bonus. Oh, that one is good too. We could get a Malignant Cloud of poison, causing more damage. Ninagal's Bitter Mooring targets hit with a Stuck Affliction becomes an anchor for a frigid ray of energy from the wizard that does freeze damage to creatures in its path. That's also cool. Why are all of these ones good? Ringgrim's Enervating Terror causes enemies in the area of effect to envision their worst fears, causing them to be weakened and terrified. Torrent of Flame instantiates a terrifying inferno of flame around the caster, inflicting burn damage on everyone nearby. That could be a bit chaotic. Wall of Force creates a semi-permeable barrier that inflicts crush damage and hobbles enemies when they pass through it, but leaves allies unscathed. See, it's actually fairly often, I think, that Aloth ends up losing endurance, which is absolutely my fault because I can't keep him out of combat for some reason. But this would be good. If he gets stuck somewhere then, and his endurance starts to go down, he can just knock everybody down and it'll give me time to reorganize. I think we're going to go for this one. Okay, and on our spell mastery, Archimede's Dazzling Light overwhelms anyone in the area with brilliant and bewildering pyrotechnic display, decreasing their will, leaving them dazed. A Chill Fog, inflicting blindness and freeze damage. Consulate's Parasitic Staff creates a glowing quarterstaff of pure energy for the wizard to wield, granting a bonus chance to hit and giving the wizard endurance with each successful strike. That is cool. Fan of Flames, I think I've used before. Jolting Touch, bolt of electricity from the caster's fingers to the nearest enemy, and then to the next nearest, causing decreasing amounts of shock damage. It's not bad. Kalakoth's Sunless Grasp gives me a freezing touch. Middle letters minor missiles we've used. Slicken coats the ground, causing knockback, and Wizard's Double we've used. Okay, I think we should go for the Parasitic Staff. Okay, now we don't have enough points to increase survival anymore, but we could increase stealth, athletics. Do I want to do that or do I want to wait? I think I want to wait. I think I might actually just carry all of those points over. And then we'll get Swift aim. Speedy and fluid offensive rhythm, reducing accuracy but increasing fire rate. The empathic bond between ranger and animal companion yields a preternatural awareness of incoming danger, giving both a significant bonus to defense when subject to the same area of effect attack. So I don't think that one's useful because I often have my pet running forward. Driving flight. Each range attack loosed by the ranger contains such force as to fly straight through the first target and hit another behind it. Not bad. Instructs the ranger's animal companion to rush a target, knocking it prone. We could use that. That would potentially allow us to get knocked down on 2 enemies if we use Adair and the pet. Binding roots conjures roots from the ground underneath the target, causing them to become stuck. The ranger gains a portion of his or her animal companion's senses and instincts, becoming especially sensitive to incoming range attacks that target deflection or vicious aim. By lowering attack and reload rate, the ranger is able to take more careful aim, giving them increased accuracy and damage. I think I might actually go for the takedown. Pet takedown. And last of all, Durance, who I think should probably have lore. And maybe a tiny bit more survival. And what are we going for on spell mastery? You can have Armor of Faith. Creates a tangible shield of faith, increasing damage reduction of allies in the area of effect. Ooh, that's a good one. Barb of Condemnation punishes the target for their sins, decreasing their deflection, fortitude, reflex, and will. That's not bad either. Blessing, call for divine favor that increases the accuracy and damage of all allies. Divine Terror strikes fear into the hearts, inflicting a penalty on accuracy. Halt commands a single enemy to halt. Okay, that would be good on a big enemy. Meditation, the priest clears his or her mind, spreading that clarity to nearby allies, increasing their concentration and will. Prayer against fear. Okay, immunity to frightened and terrified. Restore minor endurance. Shares a portion of the caster's divine strength to restore endurance. So I feel like we already have something that does that. Isolates the target within a protective sphere, shielding them from harm while their endurance generates. Let's go for the Armor of Faith. I'm going to risk the fact that Kana is a little bit lower on endurance, because I don't think we need to camp right now. If it starts getting tougher, we will. Watch this be an insane boss fight. Oh dear. Kale the Silent. The drake cocks its enormous head, looking at you. It issues a stream of words directly into your mind. Glowing. Burning. Spark. You, elf thing, you come to take my spark, yes? What's the spark? The drake coils its body protectively around something. Spark is an ember. Warm, glowing, beautiful. It turns its head to look at you out of one slit pupil. One day I will become a burning thing. Bright and terrible like my spark. I want to tell you that I didn't come to take your spark, but honestly this could actually be the thing that we're looking for. It doesn't say this is a lie, so I'm going to go for this one. I did not come to take your spark. Liar, the drake roars. You come to steal it with your cold, dirty paws. Wow, okay, Kale. I was trying to be nice to you as well. Okay, so this is immune to a lot of things. Frightened, ground, stuck, terrified, resistant to blinded, dazed, hobbled, paralyzed, petrified, prone, sickened, stuck, stunned, and weakened. Oh, okay. And for some reason you have Zarips with you. Why are the Zarips working with the dragons? Right, let's get into position. Oh no. Okay, how many have we actually got here? We've got 2 young drakes. Is it just 2 Zarips and then the big one? Right, new plan. Back up. Turans.
That's not very helpful.
Oh no. Endurance, move.
Hey.
He is going to end up dying. Ah, Durance. My goodness sake. Okay. Adair, can you move? Okay, actually you don't need to move. You're still blocking everyone. You're fine. Okay. This isn't too bad now. Durance is an idiot.
That's not very helpful.
It is injured. It's just immune to so much stuff. So you could go combusting wounds, but I guess it's not actually... It's not actually resistant to burn. Let's see if we can get the health to go down a bit using that. And I think maybe actually an icy one would have been better there. No, that has a conical area of effect. That's not going to work. Oh, yes, good idea for freezing it. Okay. Huh. The loot wasn't even good. We've got some amethyst and a burning stone. On the ground where the dragon had curled around it, you find a stone that glows a brilliant orange, yet is cool to the touch when you reach to retrieve it. Durance catches a glimpse of it, and his eyes bulge out of their sockets. He scowls, his mouth puckered as though having tasted poison, and he spits on the stony ground. A whore's cruel jest. That bitch has always known where to sink her claws to get a rise out of me. What are you talking about, Durance? This stone you carry. This is part of the bomb that destroyed Aethys, the god hammer. Oh. You seem angry. For the first time, Durance seems to become aware of his demeanour, and as quickly as it had flared, it seems to recede, until you start to question whether he had been angry at all. No, it's not anger, you see. I am merely the victim of a divine practical joke, it seems. That will remain between she and I, Watcher, for only I am able to appreciate it. What's it doing here? One wonders. The bomb blew big, but it would not have sent fragments this far from the citadel. The Drake must have carried it quite a distance. Or Magwyn merely put it here herself. Like as a joke? Is it worth anything? Ask Aethys. If you mean in terms of copper, there was a time when it might have been, but the market soon became flooded with pieces of the god hammer, most of them no more than the trivial enchantments of swindlers dabbling in wizardry. Counterfeit. As there's never been a reliable way to judge a fragment's authenticity, and the would-be judges are often watchers, questionable as the artifacts themselves, their value has plummeted considerably. Durance, excuse me. Ask any shopkeep if he's interested, and he'll try to sell you his fragments instead. Okay, I want to hear your thoughts on the god hammer. Ask me on the road, Watcher. I'm in no mood for it with the whore's bitter perfume still clogging my senses. Well, okay then, let's bring it back to Fig. You catch Durance scowling once more out of the corner of your eye, but he says nothing else. Durance is such an odd but interesting character. Okay, do we have anything else that we can discover around the cave? Since we had some Zauric dwellings and stuff over here, have they kind of buried anything? Do you have a pot? Mantle of the Dying Boar, what's this? +5 endurance while endurance is below 33%? +12 will while endurance is below 33%? That's not bad. Not hugely exciting, about a potion of power. And an opal.
Yes?
Okay. So we actually did end up with the boss battle there. I was joking when I said if we just end up immediately in a boss battle. I thought this cave system was going to be bigger than that, honestly. Let's take a quick pause to just do a quick inventory sort. Somebody mentioned in the comments that the abilities don't stack, and so I'm going to be careful with that and also kind of tweak who's got what a little bit. So what do you have on? You've got deflection on hands. Kana isn't currently wearing any gloves, but I think that's not actually that helpful for you. Okay, where did the cloak go? Did I put it in here? I did. So we've got fortitude, reflex, and will on this one. You already have 9 will. This is 12 though. Let's see if that's better for you. It's not really doing anything, is it? What's Durant's got? A minor cloak of protection. 5 will. Okay. He's actually better with what he's got. Right, we're just going to keep that one then.
Following your lead.
Oh, and finally I can also level up Adea, right. Okay. You should absolutely have. I'm thinking survival. But survival giving damage reduction, healing multiplier, etc. Yes, but also I think you should probably be the most athletic of the party. So actually let's give that to you. We'll carry the 2 over. And for our ability, let's go for... you can get fierce determination, so you can actually up defense. We could get a weapon specialization for his sword. Fighter draws strength from his or her own indomitable spirit, causing him to regenerate 50% of endurance lost from an attack. That could be pretty good. 20% of graze is converted to hits on that one. Plus accuracy, guardian stance. Lowers accuracy but increases the deflection of nearby allies. Critical defense expends extra effort to repel the most savage blows, causing a percentage of all incoming critical hits to be converted to hits, and hits converted to grazes. I think we might actually go for unbending on this one. Okay, let's go. Let's get back to Defiance Bay. With a little bit of a detour so that we have fully covered the rest of this area. Because I don't know what's happening here, but it's definitely intriguing. There's just dragons everywhere. Is this just a place that dragons naturally live? Oh, okay, there's more. We need to stop doing that.
Hey.
Okay, can we try to get in the right positions? Everybody else is back a little bit. Okay, perfect.
Following your lead.
When Kana does that, can they still do ranged attacks?
That's not very
Yeah, let's just let that run a bit. Okay, we're freaking out over there with Aleph and Kana being kind of stuck. Okay, there we are. Which one are we focusing on? This one? The blight. Oh, the blight's gone, right. Okay, 2 drakes, 1 main one, 1 small one. Small one is down. Okay, and that's fine to let that auto run. I think it's nearly dead. And immediately we're attacked again. But it's only a blight. That was already nearly down from the ranged attacks. You have
Following
some
your lead.
talons and a small flame from the flame blight. Okay, so joining that back up over here. Where would that lead us? To Pearlwood Bluff. I haven't been to Pearlwood Bluff, have I? Oh, we might need to do a little bit
Following
more
your lead.
exploration. Okay, before we do that. Just leaving a trail of dead dragons in my wake over here. Where does this one go? Also to Pearlwood Bluff.
Following your lead.
This is such a strange area, right? We've got another Zaurip over there. Let's just quickly get rid of these. They should be easy. I think. Yeah,
Following your lead.
definitely nice and easy.
Of course. Right away.
Anything kind of in the center of this bit now? I think it might just remain a mystery why there are so many Zarips and dragons together in this place. The Zarips do seem to get themselves into basically kind of worshipping and being enslaved by things that are more powerful than them.
Yes.
We saw that under Kednura as well.
Following your lead.
What's this? Oh, blood moss. Yeah, just... nothing else happening with the Zarips. Okay, I'm surprised, but let's go and see that other... Oh, accidentally turned that off then. Let's go and see our other new place. Pearlwood Bluff. 8 hours to Pearlwood Bluff. Okay, this is the place we need to be for Sagani. We shouldn't do this without
Yes.
her. Otherwise, we're going to end up missing stuff. Is my feeling. Okay, fast fires it is. 20 hours into fast fires. Let's see what kind of damage has been done, because the last time we were here, the city was literally on fire. Okay, it's a lot more peaceful now. How is everyone? Everyone, forgiven me? Okay, I think it was in here we needed to go. Was she in the palace? Yeah, I think she was in the palace. I'm pretty sure. It was like in the palace and off to the right? No,
Following your lead.
that's not you. Can't believe the mob left this place in one piece.
Yes.
And neither can I, actually. Is it in a separate room? Ah, right. Yes, here you are.
Hail and well met.
Her hair is unkempt and her eyes are hollow with sleeplessness. I'm afraid we're out of bandages and ointments, but the doors will remain open for any who seek guidance or sanctuary. I journeyed to Searing Falls myself, and this is what I found. Here you are. She takes the stone in her hands and gasps, "By the flame, do you know what this is?" It's a fragment of the Godhammer bomb, according to Durance. So I guess we do know that. That's what we'll say. Yes, she turns it in her hands. The very weapon that Magran herself helped us build to defeat Waidwen in the Saints' War. She turns the stone in her hands, gazing into its bright glow. It's weird seeing it right in front of you like that. Before it was just stories. Never seemed real. Yet her mouth twists into a frown, and the orange light carves deep shadows across her face. So why don't I feel any differently? What good does this do? Her knuckles whiten as she tightens her fingers around the stone. That's not what I expected her to say. I don't know what to tell you is an option. You hold part of a weapon designed by a god. The very existence of such a thing should fill you with awe. Magwyn is the goddess of trials, and yet you sent me to pursue the vision she gave to you. You proved yourself faithless. That's a bit harsh. She entrusted the god hammer to her followers. Perhaps she is trusting them again to end the legacy. I don't actually really want to lead you in any particular direction. I think I'm actually just going to say I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, honestly, I don't know what to tell you. Perhaps there are no answers. None for us mortals, anyhow. She closes her fingers around the stone. None for those who do not freely submit to the trial, nor have the good fortune to have it forced upon them. She is an empty mantle, rejected by a god that demands of her followers. If Magwyn has any pity, she will put this one down like a frothing mongrel. Wow, Durance. That's harsh. She looks sadly at the empty-handed statue. This is the true burden of faith. Not a goddess's challenge, but her absence, her silence, or the answer that reveals your own hollow conviction. She folds her hands in front of her. It will take weeks still to appoint a suitable successor. In the meantime, I'll serve the people as best I can. Oh, I feel bad now. Should I have tried to guide her? She sighs again. Wait here a moment. She disappears and quickly returns with something in her hands. I'm no longer fit to wield this, but perhaps it can serve you. Besides, I do owe you some thanks for the service you've performed. Ah, well, thank you. Unforgiven. Added to your inventory. What is Unforgiven? It sounded like it was going to be a weapon. Is it a weapon? Oh, I've got it. Unforgiven. Oh, it's a flail. Unique flail, one-handed, fast, 13 to 19 crush damage, 10% damage as burn. Convert graze to hit, exceptional speed, burning, and lash. That does sound good. I don't know who would use it, though. Adair, I guess, would be the only one that it would make sense to use it, but he is using a saber right now. Could we give him a flail? I haven't actually given him any weapon-specific things, I don't think. Don't think it's better than resolution, though. Okay, we're just going to have a think about that. I do feel bad about that decision because I feel like I just destroyed her faith. But, you know, I shouldn't have to push her to believe something. She was obviously having doubts anyway. I'm sticking to it. Okay, so actually now that we are here, we could go over into the embassy where there's someone that we need to speak to. But I kind of want Pallegina with us for that because that was started with her. And I know that Pallegina is kind of mad at me right now because of the decision that I made about animancy, but I think she should probably be with us so that we can get the most out of that conversation. Also, we definitely do want to go back over to the Pearlwood Bluff, but I want Sagani to be with us. So I think actually the next step here is to go back to Kednua, check out the new library that we've got for our upgrades, and pick up probably Sagani first, go back to Pearlwood Bluff and see what unlocks there, and then go back, grab Pallegina and see what we can discover in First Fires before we continue to chase this assassin over here in Twin Elms. Which seems like a good place to leave this for now. Thank you so much for joining me. If you want to find out what happens next in Pillars of Eternity, thank you so much for joining me. And if you would like to find out what happens next with the potential secrets we can uncover with Sagani and Pallegina and what Kednua is going to look like now that it's had an update again, please consider joining me and subscribing to the channel, liking the video, and I will see you soon. Bye.